Hello everyone. If you happen to be in the mood for perhaps some Greek food or happen to want to learn more about the Greek culture, you can do so a little bit later this week. We have just a ticket at the Assumption Greek Orthodox Church in Baird with a Greek dinner coming up here on the 23rd of February. I have Joe Burford, who's a member of the board as well as a member of the church with me today. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for the opportunity to come visit with you. We appreciate it.
Let's talk a little bit about the dinner. This one here in the winter hasn't been around a whole long time, has it?
No, it's just our third year they're doing this. We used to do, in the past, we'd always do a Saturday evening taste of Greece, and then we'd do a typical Greek meal the following Sunday. Mm-hmm. We decided to split it up here a couple of years ago and we still do the second Sunday in August, do the Saturday evening. Sure. And then we decided to move to February with our typical Greek meal. So that's what we're doing again here in a couple weeks.
Now, the event that happens during the summer is annually held at the Prairie Winds Community Center in Bridgeport.
Correct.
Now, the Taste of Greece dinner, or Taste of Greece dinner, coming up here on the 23rd. Is that going to be at the same location?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
So give us some details on what people can expect if they're interested in coming out for this.
Great. We're start serving at 11:30 in the morning, go till 1:30. The menu consists of roast lamb, which, and then if you're not a lamb connoisseur, we do have beef. We have roast potatoes, salad, some feta cheese. We also have spanakopita, which is has some feta cheese and some spinach and some phyllo in it, a typical Greek dish. We have roll and a walnut cake for dessert.
Wow, that's quite the spread that people can expect.
Yeah, there's plenty to eat there.
Yeah, it sure sounds like it. Now, would it be best for people to get tickets in advance, or how do they do so?
We can get tickets in advance. You can get them at the door. If you can check our website, or if you need some tickets, and there are several of us in Scottsbluff, but if you need tickets and you're in the Scottsbluff area, you can call me on my cell phone, 308-631-1246, or check our website, or as I said, they're definitely available at the door also of the day of the meal.
Okay, and the price for those tickets?
$20.
$20, a very reasonable cost for what's going to be a fantastic meal that you can't get every day in the area necessarily. Only specific times, or unless you happen to have somebody who has a Greek background in your family that you're able to get that on a more regular basis. Of course, this is a fundraiser for the Assumption Greek Orthodox Church, and we'll talk with Joe a little bit in just a moment on how they use those funds for the church and in the community. We'll be right back. And we're back. My guest today is Joe Burford, who's a member and board member of the Assumption Greek Orthodox Church in Baird. And coming up a little bit later this month, a special Taste of Greece dinner that's taking place at the Prairie Winds Community Center in Bridgeport, coming up on the 23rd of February from what time again?
11:30 in the morning until 1:30 in the afternoon serving.
Okay. And of course, plenty of fellowship happening with something such as this. Let's talk a little bit. This is a fundraiser for the church. Yes. Explain how the funds get used by the church.
Majority of them go to keep our church operational, also for some youth programs within the church. In the past years, we've also designated funds to go to support some local causes, mostly in Morrill County, Baird and Bridgeport. We're actually looking at some other alternatives right now we've been discussing at the board level. One of them is the Ministerial Association of Bridgeport, I think, and we're looking at some stuff here in the Scottsbluff area. We haven't made a decision on that yet, but we're looking at some alternatives based on what's changing in society and what we think we ought to be doing with some funds. So we are looking at some other things.
So for a dinner like this, I know the prep for the Greek festival in Bridgeport during the summer, it's week plus long preparation that goes into this. How about the preparation that goes into this event?
Yes, it takes a lot of the baking. There's besides the menu that we have to serve on Sunday, there are a lot of Greek pastries and specialties available for sale that
great.
day. So there's a cake for dessert with the meal, but there's many of the typical pastries available, and a lot of the ladies in the church have been working on those for months now, getting them ready. So they're available for sale the day of the meal.
I have to admit that baklava is one of my weaknesses. I could take an entire pan of that and eat it right in one sitting.
Our ladies in our church make the best.
Yeah, it is really good stuff. And of course, the menu that people can expect if they take part in the dinner coming up on the 23rd?
We have roast leg of lamb, roast beef, potatoes, salad, feta and spanakopita, and then a walnut cake for dessert, along with water, iced tea, coffee. In the past, we've done some dancing with some of our youth. This year, we don't have that, so it's just come together, meet with some of your neighbors and some of the people from the area, and join in the camaraderie.
And of course, if people are thinking lamb, a lot of people might think of the spiced lamb that's on gyros. This is a little bit different. It's roast leg of lamb.
It's exactly. It's all boneless leg of lambs. Chef Pete Lapisotis will be working on that the night before and through that morning, and then we carve it, slice that up along with the roast beef, and it's you can't find better lamb any place in several states.
Yeah, I'm certain of that. And of course, tickets are $20 a piece. How do people get those again?
They're available at the door, or if somebody needs them around here, wants them delivered, don't hesitate to call me at 308-631-1246.
It's going to be a fantastic time at the Prairie Winds Community Center coming up here on the 23rd from 11 until 1:30?
11:30 to 1:30.
To 1:30. And it's going to be a taste of Greece, your opportunity to enjoy some fantastic cuisine, as well as learn a little bit more about the church, as well as Greek culture. Joe, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you for the opportunity. We appreciate it.